make sure she's still... We haven't seen a single soul all the way here.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just... I'm not young anymore. My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my...
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but
He's wounded? How badly?
he fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation...
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stamp. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of the water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure no one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the
How awful. And all of this just came up...
It was quite frightening indeed.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And out she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take...
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so... of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina Traveler. Paimon? would you two accompany?
Huh? Right now?
Thank you. Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson...
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've...
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Maloose and Silver. They won't ever... What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who... They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Maloose and Silver, they're just...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a...
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here is...
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even...
How could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it?
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could...
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if... I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But... I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel, but...
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, Maloose and Silver have helped me so much. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy. So, everyone else is safe.
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And the overall outcome indicates that the cost...
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense. Maloose and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing.
Oh,
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
the knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two...
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. But that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed. Thanks to the knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so...
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with my subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not...
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your...
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver.
Don't say that. You and your As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding word.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss... Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent...
So, you're one who will try to change fate?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need, traveler. I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the... You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this...
So, that's why the Fatui were already in
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been... Linny told me that outside of the house, the person that... Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such. Even though you are not, I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their...
Oh! That somehow makes Paimon...
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children can...
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right?
Excuse me, but may I tag...
You wish to join, Miss Navi?
But... Are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins?
Well, I'm sad, yes. But there's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. Besides, I'm also doing the...
Since you put it that way, I have no object. All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on!
Time to go.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about?
They seem to be pretty ancient.
Let's go in and have...
Just be careful.
Follow the wind. The wind knows me.
Transfix!
Laid bare.
Floor here isn't safe. This place has also been contaminated by primordial...
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they...
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just... don't get Paimon wrong. We're not...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. That complicates things.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will run. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just...
All right. Come with us for... Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Time to go.
Wait! There's something wrong with this bridge!
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if...
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Oh,
Yes, it would appear.
I must...
That's quite possible. However,
Oh, right. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. This is a familiar feeling, yet...
is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Well, they were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
sometimes force is required to...
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss
Oh, yes. One, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without your help. So this is a little
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much.
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett.
Very well.
Wait. Something seemed... Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name...
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met. I've heard this name before. And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle. We still haven't...
Huh? We do?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the opera.
My trial? Wait.
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about...
Oh?
Look, it's Navia! She's here!
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly... Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Mr. Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I
All right. But are you sure you can...
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today...
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on, do they have any idea what they're doing?
Enough with the whispering!
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that, as all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasul. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in... not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the
Wait a moment. Aren't you...
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you...
Huh? What are... everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown.
Ah, well, if that's what you think...
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes,
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's...
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing—
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus—
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual. Please do not mistake her actions.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the— Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro. And in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when Now, I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We—
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to be—
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend the— And that is how we will enforce—
My head... It hurts.
Demoiselle,
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
don't be afraid. And don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of— Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here—
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia, she...
Silence!
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense, and the court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind?
Loose.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this...
Malus... Silver...
Quickly! You must come now!
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were...
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could...
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the... You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second. but they gave me the chance to retreat. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like...
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the people.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that...
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about.
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more...
I suppose so. Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the fortress of Meropide has not...
No way! Don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to...
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that...
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going...
He still doesn't know what to talk about. So, Neverlet, you're probably...
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else.
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even... Amid my astonishment, I ran into the nave, and we had a chat.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Time to shine!
One with nature.
Overruled. Dada Kundala.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
Into the wind.
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Into the wind.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Time to go.
Yeah.
One with nature.
Transfixed.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Laid bare. This is where you fall. Transfixed.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place? There should not be any other hidden space.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Stone slates? It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take...
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty...
The surrounding walls also show signs of
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history...
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But...
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind...
And is that Lady Farina in the 3rd image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her?
The 4th image. I know this one. This exactly...
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro... More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it. Most likely due to us missing the first slate.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nervalette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't...
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy
I really hope it doesn't mean...
Still, Paimon feels like these
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the 4th, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the 3rd, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the 3rd image. That means that the person in the 2nd image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents...
But who would have created these slates?
It seems that any further clues will have to come.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things...
You still have energy for that, Navia?
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for...
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slate. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a...
She has long been harboring secrets, and will not give them up easily. Which makes it all the more my duty.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best...
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as... Alright.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you.
Yay! And there's voice. Is that who I think? Huh? It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine? Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time. Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like... yeah, Well, I used to have my own surname, which was... well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first... there was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, it isn't? Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means... Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one. Astromancer Barbeloth Trismegistus. Whoa, that's a long one. My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Thrice-as-great? That's so... I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus. Talk about excessive. Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study it. That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornmanport, and I traveled with the old hag. Oh, that's a good thing then. Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be... What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go... What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of... I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would... But on the flip side... the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but... Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do some... Are you... All right. I'll help you. Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as always! Oh, well, this is something only I can do after... That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the stars! Indeed, indeed! That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive an... And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious... If Pаймon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. That's more like it. Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling. But it's time to get up, traveler. We agree...